We are going to make chicken and shrimp jambalaya today. So we are going to start out that I have chopped up garlic and also onion, bell pepper. The bell pepper, you can use any kind of bell pepper you like. And then next thing we have is celery. And then we also have sausage. The sausage, it depends on what kind of sausage you like. Some people, they don't like pork, they like beef, so it's just up to you. And then we also had some chicken. Today I'm using chicken thigh instead of chicken breast. So I cut up quite a bit. It's gonna be a large pot of jambalaya I'm making today. Let's move over to the ingredient, and here are the seasoning that I will be using. Alright, so right now I have the heat on high. I'm gonna add olive oils in here, probably about 3 tablespoons. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the garlic in there. Again, it depends on how much you want. I probably about a couple tablespoons in here. Okay. Make sure we don't burn the garlic at all. And then now I'm going to add the onions in here. As you notice that I don't wait for it to heat up. I'm going to cook this onion for about a minute, and then I'll add the bell pepper in here. So now I'm going to add the bell pepper in here. Again, I'm going to let it cook for about a minute before I add the celery in here. So now I'm going to add the celery in here, and lots of vegetables. And I'm going to let it cook for about a couple minutes, and I'll add some salt and peppers in here. So it's been a couple minutes with the vegetable, as you can see. Now I'm going to add on some Creole seasoning. Again, it's really to your taste. I have a tablespoon here, maybe a couple of tablespoons, because it's going to be a large pot. Stir it up a little bit. Now, everybody's cooked differently. I like to add some white wine to the vegetable. So we got these. Any kind of white wine would be fine. Okay. So I like to add them in here. And then let it cook down for another minute before I add the tomatoes and the chicken broth. And then we're going to add probably about a couple tablespoons. Mix it up a little bit, and now I'm going to add into the tomatoes. Again, you can use any kind of tomato you like. We like the chunky tomato, so we're going to be using that. And turn the heat down to medium for now. And then I'm going to add the chicken broth in here. As you know, everything I cook, I use chicken broth. It's easy for me. And then now let it come to boil, and then I will simmer, turn it down to medium low and let it simmer for about 45 minutes. Okay, and I'm gonna let it come to boil, and then I'll turn it down to medium low. Alright, so I'm gonna add some pepper in here, and also salt. Okay, again, everything up to your taste. I'm only add a little bit for now, and then I can, toward the end, I can give it a try. And I'm going to add some bay leaf. You can put in as many you like. The more you have in there, the more fragrant there is. Make sure you do not eat the bay leaf once it's cooked. And then we're gonna add in, I'm not gonna do this, maybe about a tablespoon. Okay, and now we're just gonna let it slowly simmer. And next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna brown the sausage. Alright, so now we're gonna brown the sausage, right? Because we wanna get the flavor. Turn the heat to medium high because it's a lot, so I'm just gonna cook it 2 times. As you notice, I did not add any oils in here because the sausage already got oils in here. Turn on medium high. This is how you want the sausage to brown. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out, and then I have more to cook, and then after that, everything finished, and I add them to the soup. Alright, so again, let it slowly simmer. We finished with the sausage, so now I'm going to add the sausage in here and let it slowly simmer with it. Again, we're going to let it simmer for about 45 minutes. Now next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna saute the chicken, and then we're gonna add the chicken in here later. Alright, so we're going to saute the chicken. I do not add any seasoning in the chicken because once it's halfway cooked, I will add it onto the jambalaya and let it slowly simmer. Alright, so to me this is not completely cooked, but it's good enough for me to put it in the bowl and then add on to the jambalaya after 10 minutes. I'm going to let it sit for about 10 minutes and I'll add on to the jambalaya. Alright, so now I'm going to add the chicken that I cooked earlier. We got some of the juice. We're going to add it on in here gently so it won't get it over. Alright, so now I'm just going to let it simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and check on it. So it has been simmered for about 45 minutes along with the sausage and the chicken, so it's already cooked. If you want it spicy, you can add some hot sauce, and if you don't want it spicy, you don't have to. So I'm just gonna get maybe a tablespoon of hot sauce in here. Okay, and then the next thing I'm gonna add is, you always wait until the end when everything else is cooked, then you want to add some shrimp. So now I'm gonna add some shrimp in here. You can add as much shrimp as you like. Make sure you clean them real well, and then you add them in here. So what I have is about 2 pounds of shrimp in here, and I'm just gonna let it come to boil, and I'm going to turn it off. Once the shrimp is cooked, then the dish is done. Again, taste the broth and see how you like it. Okay, seasoning is up to you. Okay, so we start out with the full pot, and now we only have half of it. I gave some to my nephew who liked the jambalaya, and I gave some to my younger brother. So leave us this much. So we normally like to eat it with rice, so I cook some rice, and then we're just gonna grab and then we're gonna put some broth in here. All right. Okay. So here's. All right. So here is the chicken and shrimp jambalaya over rice. Give it a try, and let me know how it turned out. Thank you.